Hi, I'm Chris, and you should take everything you hear in this video with a grain of salt because I am not a philosopher. Or am I? Today, I'm going to talk about something that has been weighing on my mind a little bit, and this is going to be a complete ramble. I have no script, none of that, and that is authenticity. You might have noticed in my philosophical videos for the past years, I guess it has been, that I often lead with a line that goes, "I'm not a philosopher, so you should take everything you hear in this video with a grain of salt." And I have come to realize that what I'm doing on this channel, it is philosophy. And so by definition, I am a philosopher. I am not a professional philosopher. I only took like 2 courses in college. I don't have a philosophy degree. I'm not a philosophy professor. I haven't published any books. I haven't published any papers. I haven't taken any of my ideas through peer review. My ideas come from YouTube, podcasts, and my own observations and thoughts. So I was thinking, why do I keep claiming that I'm not a philosopher, even though I am a philosopher? I'm just not a professional one. And the reason is there's a lot of people, particularly young people, who will claim to be professionals, not just in philosophy, but in many things, because they want the attention that brings. They want to be looked up to, they want the respect. And I intentionally didn't want to do that. I didn't want to participate in that kind of mindset. To be perfectly honest, when I started my channel back in, 2020? I did want that. That was part of the motivation, and I grew out of it. And so that's been part of the reason why there have been fewer videos, like once a month instead of once a week. And also why I have adopted that phrase, "I'm not a philosopher." Because I don't want to be associated with that type of person who just wants to claim they're some big shot for the attention. But thinking about it, I've realized that in saying I'm not a philosopher, that's just not true. I've been trying to be humble and say, oh, you should take the professionals more seriously than me, and I definitely do respect them. I respect the Enlightenment philosophers, Kant, Hegel, other philosophers, Confucius, Adam Smith, Karl Marx, Foucault, philosophers from all different schools of thought. I deeply respect the minds of those who have come before me. And I want to get that across in my messages, that I'm not trying to say I'm better than any of them, that I recognize that I don't have the credentials and I haven't gone through the process and the peer review to claim that I'm any better than they are. But I'm starting to think that maybe I've been doing that in the wrong way. Because, as I mentioned already, what I'm doing on this channel with these videos is philosophy. I am talking about ideas. I'm talking about the natural world and what is reality, what is consciousness, how does science work. This is all philosophy. And I'm also not just rehashing the ideas of others that I hear. I am putting my own observations and reasoning skill to work. So from now on, I've decided I am not going to say I'm not a philosopher, because honestly, that's a lie. Telling a lie to give the appearance of being humble is not humility. That's a kind of pride. It is inauthentic. I have long struggled with authenticity. It is not something that I had growing up, and it's something that I have been striving really hard to discover and to practice. And one of the biggest lessons that I've had to drill into myself again and again and again is it's not enough to just say you're not something. If you see something as negative, it is not enough to simply say you're not that. Like the greatest example would be, I've definitely said in the past something like, not to be judgmental, but, and then proceeded to say something judgmental. It doesn't work. That's not how. So in my journey to find more authenticity, I am going to stop saying that I'm not a philosopher. Because I am a philosopher. I'm an amateur philosopher. And I am under no illusions that I should be taken as an equal with the great thinkers or the professors or the professionals of our time. But I do have ideas. And I do feel like I can contribute to the discussion, at least on the level of society, at least on the level of you who watch me and are interested in these ideas. So that's all this philosopher has to say today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more science, sci-fi, and philosophy. I'll see you next time. Keep it real.